Three, two, one.
This is the farmer's creation, New Gundam, taken from the design of Fortune Meow resin kit. This company turns it into a fully painted, pre-assembled kit. Let's take a look at how it turned out. Alright, starting off with the head. This head is based out of, again, the Fortune Meow resin kit. So it doesn't really look like the Verka. It kind of reminds me of the RG. It has that rounder look to it, rounder shape, and the eyes is similar to the Unicorn Gundam. Never used this sticker here. I used a chrome paint and then put some fluorescent marker. And then one thing to notice is I actually used 3D printed parts, the Vulcans here and the face vent, because the kit doesn't have these three vents right here and doesn't really have the head Vulcans.
Taking a look at the head. As you can see, it's a bit rounder in shape. But I want to note that this part right here and the vent, the side Vulcans, the head Vulcans, are not included in the farmer creation or farmer worker new Gundam. I actually got this online. It's a 3D printed part, this one, and this one right here, the vent. Overall, the head is much better looking than the RG and the Verka combined, and I think personally this one is the best looking new Gundam out there.
Let's see if I can focus it a little bit more. Check out the proportions. Check out this head right here. I think this is way better than the Verka and the RG put together. I think it even looks good or better than the PGU or the metal structure. Just in my opinion. All right. So other than that, I put some decals here. Oh, the this kit also comes with a water slide, a big sheet of water slide decals. Unlike Bandai, who always give us the sticker format, which tends to stick out more. But these things, they blend so much better than the sticker type. All right, so moving on to the body. Body, I just painted some uh, green part right here to resemble the Psycho frame. But other than that, this one is a stock paint. Aside from the top coat, I used the Gaia Notes matte coat, and these green sections right here It's included. It's a green clear part. See, shoulders. Let me show you a little bit of the head process, how we did it, and then we go back here. Taking a look at the manual, it's thick, it's got quality, and it's a solid material with clear instructions. Let's take a look at the head construction. Here are the runners needed for the head. It's a lot, so it's recommended to sort it out with masking tape to avoid confusion. Here, let me show you. Here, I opted to buy a 3D printed parts to fully enhance the look of the new Gundam's head. This one is the head Vulcans. The farmer's creation doesn't include the Vulcans or the face vents. Here, I wanted to show you I'm using the brown ink for the yellow parts and the red parts, so it will look more natural than just using black ink. The plastic is somewhat nice considering it's a third-party brand. If you don't buy the 3D printed parts, the head will look like fine, but it will have that green material poking out of the head Vulcans. I find it very useful to softly sand the nub marks, especially on the head unit, because that's where I always tend to look. I use a 600 grit, then polish it out with 1000 grit. Now, I'm masking the head for paint purposes. It's nerve wracking, and it takes a lot of patience, but it's worth it if done right. I think I love the way it looks. Really brings out the features with a color separation. Alright, going to the shoulder unit, I painted this one with fluorescent from Steady. These really pop out nice. And this one is kind of a bit of loose, but I think if you can pinch it a little bit in, further in, doesn't really that big of an issue right here. It composed of multiple parts. These ones are pre-painted. I just did a red dot right here, also here, also a chrome one here. So quick side-by-side comparison with size. Here is the Fortune Meow style Gundam next to the Granddaddy Caswell Gundam. Man, check the height comparison, huh? This one next compared to the P Bandai exclusive Unicorn Gundam. So I think there's a little bit inaccuracy because I think the new Gundam is smaller than the Unicorn. But there you go. Compared to the HG Narrative Gundam. Compared to the Saku 2, Robert Damacy. Overall, this one is a tall dude. Now, taking a look at everything he comes with a lot. We have one bazooka, one beam rifle, two sets of fin funnels, one huge beam saber, one shield, and a plethora of WSD stickers. And also we got 8 pair of hands. We have 2 trigger fingers. We have 2 closed fists, and we have an open palm, which is in right the one that we're using right now. And we also have the beam saber holding hands. Pretty much, that's a pretty nice inclusion. All right, let's take a look first at the beam rifle. It has multiple color separation and part separation. This is a great departure to the original design because it is very overkill. Especially this one. This one looks like a grenade launcher. Doesn't have any moving parts whatsoever, but it is massive compared to the original. This one feels like it can be used by a I don't know, 1:60 scale, but it really looks good used with the Fortune Meow kit. All right, let's taking a look at the shield. This one is also a slight departure. It has the original essence to it, the white one and the decal right here. But overall, something about it is kind of different, right? I also used the steady fluorescent paint with those little green dots right there, and has an amazing color separation. No paint needed. Going back to the back, you can see the amount of details. It's actually the first time I felt like I was a pro builder with how beautiful this one turned out. Look at this back detail. Look at that. I just painted this one with the gunmetal, but all of that, all of this you're seeing is pretty much how it came out of the box. All right. Now, looking at the Bazooka. This one is really huge. You see, let me see if I can get it to focus right there. All right. So, just like the beam rifle, just like the shield, this one has a lot of parts, has a lot of color separation, and it has a moving part. The one here that you can use to attach to the back, and you can fold it just like that, and you can actually extend it. Dude, look at how big this one is, huh? It's taller than the Gundam itself. It's a pretty nice bazooka. See if I can focus. There we go. When not in use, you can just snap it like that and fold it and then put it at his back. Now going to the funnel section right here, you can actually do a double funnel for this kit, but I'm not a fan of that, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. So you total have a 24 funnels. This is how it looks like. Has some moving parts. Here, fold it like so. going at the back detail. It's amazing. Then you can attach it. Multiple attachment points here to the back. Later we're gonna go over and show you how it does, how it attaches. It. Alright, so we're going to try out different poses, different hands, and show you guys how to use its weapons. So first we're going to try out the beam rifle and how it goes. The stability, if he can stand up with ease without problems. So here we go. First you gotta switch out the hands like so. It's your typical gunpla, and then I like to what I like to do is, so I take out the hands first. The hands are composed of 3 parts. This panel right here, the main hand, and this one. Let me just see if I can. There we go. And then it has a peg on it. And what you do is you're going to line it up here, like so. And once you hear a snap, like that, very faint, but there is a snap. And you're going to cover it up again. All right. Let's make sure it's snug and tight. And then you're going to want to insert this one here. All right. Okay, so taking a look with the beam rifle equipped, he can stand up real easy and with ease. All right, so we're gonna attach the shield with this one. So this is the attachment point. You can rotate it. You can rotate it different ways, like so. And then it's going to be attached here at the back where the second beam saber is. So just gonna clip like so, and it's really sturdy. It's not gonna fall off on you. It's not loose. It's got this firm hold to it. Wow, look at that. Amazing. What an amazing product. See? Stability. Little to no shake at all. There we go. Awesome, awesome. And then next is we're going to try on the bazooka. I like to have it extended. And the stab right here. Like so. Just going to lodge it in there. And voila. Can you stand up straight? Yes, he can. So he can definitely stand without a base. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Final test. Oh, we forgot this. This one is the main beam saber hilt. It has some moving parts right here. All right. That goes. Oops. Just do be careful though. That goes in here. Okay, see. Yep. That's That's that. Then last one, we can attach this. This one goes here, and then this little tab right here, which is new. The Verka, I think, and the RG doesn't have this one. They solely rely on this peg right here, but this one it's kind of heavy. That's why you need extra support. So just plug it in. What you can do is you can disassemble this first, so you won't have any problem with your Gundam, and then well, squeeze it tight. So you hear that snap. It is attached with these tabs right here. All right. Moment of truth. I think it's gonna have a kind of scoliosis problem. Here we go. Oh, let me do and balance this guy out first. Okay, anyway, it can stand. Not as bad as the PGU, I think. We're using the other end of the fin funnel as a support. Maybe you can do. Yeah. It's alright. It's not perfect, but I think you can get away with it. Let me show you a bit more. It's alright. It looks good. But I suggest you use the action base that it comes with. This one. So this one, this tab right here attaches to the backpack, while this thing right here attaches to the fin funnels. So this one is the support system. Let me show you guys. This is how you attach the Gundam to the base adapter. So first you remove the bazooka, make it easier for you. You remove the Gundam itself and the backpack. Separate those two. Yeah, I think you can. It's kind of challenging, but there we go. It's really firm. It's this connection right here is really firm. It's not gonna go anywhere. What I do have a concern though is the connection between the funnels, because sometimes it gets droopy, and I'd like a more secure connection, like just like the RG, just like the ones RG have. Maybe I'm gonna find a solution to it. Anyway, that's that. So there's this bag right here, as you can see from the bottom, and you're just gonna push it all the way. Push it all the way, and then just lock it in place. And then what you want is this funnels to sit like so. Just like that. It has a
Solid connection. Very, very solid connection. Let me. As you can see, all right. So this is the connection between the backpack and the base. You're going to need this if you want to do a much dynamic pose with your Gundam. And then you can simply attach the new, just like so. Very easy to do. All right. And there you go. All right, just going the articulation of this Gundam. The head is on a ball joint, so it can go up there. It can go up there. It can go down. Very, very nice. Very, very nice angle. And it can tilt from side to side, just like that. But its neck armor is kind of hindering the movement, so you're not gonna get much of that. It can do like that, and then going over the arms, you can do a 360, no problem, no problem whatsoever, and it can go as much as this high with the very, very tight joints. It can go, it can bend the elbow just like so, but the armor is going to restrict it a little bit, and up to like that. It's almost a 90-degree elbow turn. So just like that. The chest can go up like that. It can go down with a significant ab crunch. See that? And then you can rotate it all the way. No problem with that one. This neck part right here can go up like that. Maybe for some poses. The skirt armor is on the double skirt, so no need to separate the two. This one is the peg for the base. This one is for the beam saber. This one doesn't have that mechanism right there. Front skirt is on a double joint, one there and one here. So going to the legs, you can actually unlock this one, this part right here, so it can have a little bit more movement. You can go all the way there, all the way down here, but the rear skirt's going to limit it. Whoa. Look at that. Great motion, great range of motion right there. And then it can go 360, no problem. It can go side like that up to there. This one's going to hinder the movement. So go back. Let's check about the armor, leg armor bend. Wow. Almost perhaps like 60 degrees, but because of the shin armor, it limits you. And going forward, like up until there, yeah, no movement there. And then
the these side parts also move, and the feet goes all the way there. It's on the ball joint. It can go forward there. It can go. And this one has this toe articulation. It can go 360, but be careful with the parts is going to collide with this stuff. And that's about it for the articulation. So it can really pose very, very well. I think better than the Verka. Solid articulation and no loose parts for me. Just wrapping up on the Pharmacreation new Gundam. This kit is a love letter to the new Gundam fans out there. Pharmacreation did a fantastic job in translating the Fortune Meow resin into a fully painted plastic model kit. I am so glad I got the privilege to have this release on my collection. So if you're looking for a main piece in your collection, and you're a Gundam fan, specifically the new Gundam fan, and you have the space, this one is definitely for you. You can't miss this one. Alright, so thanks for watching the video, guys, and see you on the next video. God bless.